She see money all around me. I look like I'm the man. Yeah, but I was down and out like last week. Tell me where have you been?
What's up, y'all?
Hey.
We're trying, okay?
We trying.
Real hard.
But y'all gonna get this video and this content.
Yes. So we back with another video, y'all.
Another one.
Okay, DJ Kelly. All right, y'all. Guess what we talking about today?
Baby, today we are talking about Mr. Quasim Inferno.
Yeah. Okay, King.
You're oh.
Big Blur, let me borrow your van, babes.
Listen, when we started,
Girl.
let's just.
It's so much.
It's so much.
Okay, y'all. So Charlie here. We have been anticipating the release of this book. And the one thing we said when we read this book was, what we have found that since we've joined this space in a serious manner is that a lot of people rush to try and review the book. But we wanted to take our time and really savor it. So the book dropped, last Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
Last Sunday, and I think we read it in about two days flat, which average reading time.
Right.
We really simmered over what happened, dissected, broke down a lot of the elements, a lot of things people may have missed. And man, let me tell you, it was worth the ride.
Yes. And I get that we're in the content game. We want to rush to get stuff done and get it out and push it out. But it's certain people, when they put out books, I got to digest. And I'm so glad I took the time because, baby, when I say Mr. Quasim Inferno was layered on top of layered on top of layered.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, shout out to the author, Miss Jahquel J, because you could have easily just given us, oh, he's King Inferno, he this, he that, he macho, he da 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 da, and you could have sold it.
Yes.
But the fact that you kept peeling that man layers back like an onion.
And let me pause you real quick. Jahquel, I don't know if you'll ever see this, but shout out to you, my girl.
Yes.
With everything you've been doing, we're trying to release this book and the nastiness and the rudeness. I'm sorry, I got retainers in, so I might talk with a little list. But just overall, the nastiness, the rudeness, the camaraderie you've had with your readers doing this release. I hate that people did so much during Capri's release that it forced your hand to feel like you couldn't just be fully engaged and drop your dates. But I appreciate the way you're handling your business, girl. Hats off to you.
Now, I'm going to say these, because I feel like I'm one of her favorites.
Okay.
Because she always even posted me, I am plot twist Charlie, the girl in the red dress on the Andy. So, we locked in. But, I would say that I thought when she wrote Capri, she wrote Capri in all her layers. But this just book one for Quasim.
It's like she just keep getting better with time.
Yes.
It's like
her
your
pen game is just, it's immaculate. And let me say that I was not expecting Quasim to be the man that he was. Like, I like, you know how you think something about somebody, like, I already know how this gonna go. They gonna make him macho. They gonna make him all rah. This man was knitting. This man is a knitter.
This man is also a provider. To have things happen the way it happened in his life and still be able to serve and give back and love and cover somebody.
Man.
Because with Eli so my heart.
Let's before we get to Eli.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Let's start with how, I ain't gonna lie, at the beginning of the book, I was mad at Quasim.
Oh yeah.
He was making me
up.
Baby, I was like, if you don't let this woman love you, let her be the one to give you everything you want and then.
Baby, whatever you want.
Da, 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 da. Like, what? Like, she giving you something you can feel and you just and you just. But as the story goes on, you see why he doing what he doing. It's like, he want to love you, but he like, everything I love, I lose. I lost my mama.
Yeah.
She there, but she ain't there.
Yeah.
I lost my girl. I lost my baby. Like,
I almost lost me, honestly.
And then I almost lost my brother because my brother went off to college, fell in love, and we talking about his brother Quasim, aka Blaze. You know, their relationship was strained for a moment till he came back.
But think about it. He even almost lost his brother before then when the mama took the house on
fire. Right.
So he's experienced a lot of loss. But okay, y'all. Okay. We taking y'all this fast. So we're gonna give y'all a quick spin real fast. So if you have not, if this is your first time checking us out, which because we started in the midst. But so there's season 1, which is Capone, and that's a Delgato series. There's season 2, that's Capadonna. He's a Delgato. They're both twins. And then there's season 3, which is Capri.
The little sister.
The little sister, but which inside of Capri, she's married to Quasim's brother Quamir. So this is how they all interloop. If you have not read it, baby, go and read the entire series.
And I'm gonna go a step further. Because there are 2 characters mentioned in Quasim that you should have read a Staten Island love story. Because if you ain't read it, they're mentioning Capri's story and throughout the Delgato. But to know why he linked up with them to do
I'm behind. I haven't read this.
I read, baby, Staten Island love story 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Baby,
I'm on
nasty, Jahquel, nasty, but I love it. I love it.
So now, y'all, we're telling you about Quasim, right? So we've already told you Quasim is Quamir's brother, aka Blaze.
Mm-hmm.
They're part of the Inferno gods,
which is a motorcycle biker gang,
right? But Quasim is the leader of the pack. So Quasim, we've seen him featured throughout. He started what, Capadonna?
Mm-hmm.
He started Capadonna, so we slowly seen him come to fruition. And I'm so glad at how she wrote his story in. So now we're hopping into book 1. Book 1 of Quasim is dealing with his ongoing situation and the love he's had for Blair when Blair was first introduced. And
that man told her, "I love you," when I first seen you sitting at that counter
crying.
Oh,
like I would have melted, baby.
Like most men, if they see a woman kind of like, hey, she already come.
She got too much.
She got too much going on. But
nah, my boy said he loved her.
He was like, I see you with tears in your eyes, and I still wanted you.
Yeah.
And this is what my frustration come with him is. Like, not to cut you off.
No, you go ahead.
She trying to give him all this love because Blair is broken as well. You know, she a foster kid. She dealt with an abusive relationship.
Yep.
She lost a child. She dealt with a partner that was a junkie.
Oh, poor junkie. He was doing heroin.
You know, in the South we call it heroin. Not heroin. But and she's like, if I can go through all that and still give you my heart, why are you running from me?
Yeah.
And it was just like I literally was feeling like, Quasim, she wants to be with you. Yeah. But the way Jahquel wrote him is like, it's making sense now.
Yes.
And she gave it to you in doses, and it was so beautiful. It was so well written. I was like, oh my God, I'm so glad that you didn't let them fall in love. Chapter 3.
Which I love that she gave that disclaimer in the beginning of the book. She gave you a full disclaimer.
Like, this is gonna be a slow burn.
It's a slow burn. I don't care for slow burns because I'm usually ready to hop to the action. But I've been falling in love with slow burns lately, and I love the way he frustrated me, but he didn't frustrate me that bad because I understood when you have that fear of having already lost so much and experienced so much loss in such a short amount of time, you don't want to lose nothing else.
Yeah.
So in order to do that, in your mind, you protected yourself by being standoffish, by avoiding what wants you or the things that are trying to be there for you.
Right. And when we say he experienced loss again, we talk about he lost his girl Cherie. He lost her to like gun violence or whatever, get back type stuff.
Yep.
He lost his baby girl
to
cancer. You know,
Little Harley, man.
Little Harley, and it's just like he literally lives in a museum of the memories of his baby mama and his daughter. Like the man got money out the wazoo, but he refuses to leave where they were. Like he still got his ex-girl stuff, like all her perfumes and makeup and stuff is still on the counter. Her towel is still in there. Her robe is still there. His daughter room is still intact to the point he still left the water bottle on the nightstand that she's like, this is how much he's a shell of himself. He's stuck in that moment of time. And it's like the world around him is moving forward and he can't get there. He's like, I'm living, I'm existing, but I'm not living.
Yep.
You know? And it's like, damn, Quasim, when you gonna come out of this? And everybody's telling him his brother, Capone, like, bro, you deserve to be happy. And he's feeling guilty because he's like, if I move on,
it's like I'm forgetting about them.
I'm forgetting about them. And I don't want to do that. I want to keep that memory alive. But Blair let it be known, like, I'm never going to replace what you and Cherie had. Yes. I'm never going to replace Harley. I just want to simply come in and be an addition to your life. And I thought that was so beautiful. I was just like, oh, my God, this is somebody who gets it.
You know, Quasim was so layered, but Blair was very layered too.
She is.
But what I loved about my girl, she took very good accountability.
Yes.
She admitted that some of the situations, while they were driven by the desire to be loved, for family, for camaraderie, you know, that circle of love to be around you, she admitted that she got herself into some situations that she knew she shouldn't have been in. And had she not have such a strong desire or ignored a lot, she wouldn't have experienced it.
And let me pause up that. Baby, that's therapy 101. Therapy 101 is, yes, do acknowledge how people had you effed up, but also acknowledge how you allowed them to F you up.
Yes.
Baby, that is a hard lesson and a hard pill to swallow if you're doing true therapy.
And I'm gonna piggyback off that.
A true therapist will tell you, yeah, this happened to you, but what did you do to allow this to come into your life?
And then once you figure it out, you can forgive people, and you don't forget what happened, but you ain't never gotta let them back in your life.
Forgiveness does not mean reconnection.
That's it.
I'm gonna say it again. Forgiveness does not mean reconnection.
Amen.
I can forgive you from over here. You ain't never gonna come back on my way avenue. Please.
Stay away.
Yeah.
So y'all, Quasim, there was so much to the book. Like, we were literally going crazy.
Let's get into the neighbor, little boy he been taking care of for a year. Elijah.
And his mama think it's a crackhead.
Baby, a whole one.
You go ahead, friend. I'm sorry.
I would just say that for this man to be so layered and so closed off, like he don't love him, but he literally has grown to love this little boy
over the last year.
Over
And
the
no
last-
one knew he
and
was
nobody except for Habit.
Except for Habit.
Habit was the only one that knew that he, like, the little boy had problems upon problems, but he would allow this little boy to come over his house, shower, eat, take him to school, make sure he got his homework, and
get his haircut,
clothes, shoes, and even went over there and got up with the mama boyfriend, like, hey, you put your hands on him again, you have to see me.
Which is so crazy because how he met the little boy is the mom is renting a house that Quasim owns across the street from him.
Right. And so, she always laid on the rent, but he never tripped because he
want to keep eye on Eli.
He want to keep eye on Eli. He know that even though it's not the ideal situation, he needs some form of a mirror. Because women like that in situations like that, they bounce around and the child never knows the business. He like, I know she gonna be late on her rent, but at least he got a safe haven over here. And
I know that with him being in this close proximity to me, anything go wrong, he can come right across the street.
Because if you can't do that if you cross town.
Right. Which caught me off guard because I'm like, who is this knocking at CM door and to see his little friend Eli. Eli coming up in the morning time, they're praying together.
Oh.
Eli comes to the door and know what's up. It's time to pray. Once he gets through praying, they're eating, showering. You know, he's wearing clothes that Sim is buying to Sim in school because he's being bullied because of his circumstances. Yeah. You know, no fault of his own. He's just a child.
Right.
But I think, man, little Eli drew so close to my heart because I know what it's like to experience childhood trauma. But also just looking at the fact that Sim know that there's other trauma that Eli has not felt comfortable sharing, but in spite of everything, Sim is staying present.
Yes.
Through his heartache.
Yeah.
Because Sim very much felt like his heart. I feel like his heart was still very much broken.
Oh yeah, he's a very damaged man. That's Sim to me in this book is the living, walking definition of functioning depression. I know I gotta get up. I know I gotta take care of my hygiene. I know I got a business run because he run Fern. I know I gotta run the IG. I'm literally functioning through my depression because I'm down and I'm trying to figure it out, but I gotta show up in some kind of way every day.
Yes.
And showing up when you going through, baby, let me tell you something. That is a task within itself.
Baby, don't both of us know.
Because let me tell you something. And you be literally telling people, I'm literally fighting for my life.
Truth is, I'm tired.
Options been few. So it's like for him to show up for this little boy when he ain't got nothing else to give. Like, I ain't got no love, compassion. I have nothing. But for him to show up for him in the way that he did, it's like, it's something still there.
Yes.
And to talk about something still there, although he ain't ready to love Miss Blur, he telling her, hey, let me tell you one thing. In fact, let me tell you two.
He wasn't playing. But hold up, friend. So when she was basically, okay, y'all, so of course we're not going to give y'all a full book, right? Right. But there's parts, so Blair has, she's finished chemo because Blair had cancer as well. She finished chemo. Her business, so Blair is a doula and she does Lamaze class and stuff like that because that's how she was introduced back in Capadonna with Alea. So Blair's business is booming. Like now she's going out. She's a doula to the stars. Yeah. So she out in LA. She's a doula, and as she's a doula, the client that she has, she meets the client's brother, who's a big time rapper from back home. And so,
hold on, let me say this.
Go ahead.
The visual for Mr. Zay Jahquel, you in the reposting. I said, Zay, you say? Baby, Zay was 4.
Yeah.
Hey, and shout out to you girls that be doing these visuals and this AI and these graphic design for these books.
Yes.
Because back in the day when I was reading Zay and Eric Jerome Dickens,
You just had imagination.
you had to imagine. But if they said he was tall, brown skin with a low cut face, you had to imagine it. The fact that we get a visual shot, you girlies are so effing oh, I love them. Oh, I love. They're 92%. I love y'all, especially in the book space.
Yes.
I love y'all.
Yes. So, you know, she done linked up with Zay, and he really. And now, okay, I will say this: Blur hurt my feelings. I wasn't say she hurt my feelings, but I was a little mad at her. She stuck on what she wants, but she trying to move on from it. So Zay kind of did get caught in the crossfire a little bit.
Well, I'm gonna say this. Let me say this.
But he knew he was getting himself into a little bit.
Not only that, even if, and it's just me just speaking theoretically and book and literary, right? I never saw them working. Because every time they was together, he got to do something else.
He do.
Like, she was going to always come second to his career.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he liked Blair so much. He liked her so much. But it's like, they couldn't even have one date uninterrupted without the phone ringing. Oh, I gotta take these. Every time they step out, it's paparazzi, it's cameras in your faces. Like, they could never have intimate moments. And Blair, from how Jahquel has written her, like, she's an easygoing, fun girl. But if she were to carry them out, I think Blair would have gotten tired and ran back to Quasim anyway.
I agree with that. I agree. I don't think it would have been a sustainable relationship.
Nah, not at all. Not at all.
Because even he said that, remember when she finally came clean about after. Okay, baby, so part we're about to talk about, we're going to give y'all backstory in a few minutes, but when they left that restaurant and he found out, like, hey, but all these IGs, what a Brooklyn Rippers go
Baby, let me tell you something.
They had to understand it.
They was in that restaurant. Their bartender told said, hey, we got to shut this down immediately.
Y'all, Quasim just text the girl. What did he tell her?
He said, my love, Mazel Tov cocktail or lighter fluid. You make a decision on how you want this milk to burn down.
And Black like,
Black said, I made your finest party.
But Black know what was going on. She like, what? But she see the waitress and Zay, because they got to take a phone call. And the bartender like, hey, bro, he like, come on, let me get my girl. So he get Blur, they get outside. Blur see the IG, she already know what's up.
Baby, the fact that they didn't escort the Blur home like she was the first lady, Michelle Obama. And then they hit a few blocks in the Brooklyn Reapers and stuff. Baby, listen, he said, hell, and even if Zay wanted to break rank and go, baby, them IGs was like, they put their hands on the car. They was like, you turning left, sir. You turning right.
He was like, why they trying to make me? She said, just they not gonna do nothing. just do what they say. Basically what Black told, just do what they say. So Zay like, what? How you know the IGs? And so that's when, because you know Quasim has always kind of been in the shadows with everything that's happening. Mm-hmm. So Zay was like, he recollected to when they was at the event, and he said, that's all boy I'm standing on the truck. That's the leader of the IG. That's all one brother. Baby, why you ain't talking? Baby, Zay look like he was finna tell Blur, now why the hell you got me with my wife in there?
Now how I get it?
Right. You let me talk to that man.
Hold on. Now, wait a minute. Let's talk about when Blur got hung up them steps and Quasim was in that bed. Girl. I said, now, Jahquel.
She said, I didn't even know I left the TV on. I guess I was. Nah, baby, you did.
And she was like, you knit? Like, damn, bitch, you in my house and I didn't know you was here.
Bro, you know.
You are literally in here knitting.
He be like, yeah, you want me to teach you?
Yeah. He's like, I have a skill set that everybody don't know, and I can teach it to you. However, why you after this Negro?
Yeah.
Like, so, why you on your house?
So what he said, because I was really going to set the restaurant on fire. That man told him.
And baby, them triplets.
Oh, that guy, I can't wait to see more about them.
Jahquel, I know the triplets gonna have a story.
I know they are.
I know they're gonna come down the line.
She wrote them in.
Yeah.
They might not get their own story, but they're gonna be mixed.
They're gonna be mixed in. And they're gonna look up to Big Brother Quasim. Because, baby, let's talk about brothers. Okay. Blaze, aka Mr. Quamir.
You know, okay, so there was one part of the book I felt bad for Blaze. When he found out, when they showed up to their function and Eli was with him, and Blaze like, who kid this is? And when he found out that Havoc knew about Eli
and he did,
Blaze, I feel like his feelings was a little hurt.
But let's talk about how you your brother's keeper. Because he was like, I don't care if they my favorite rapper.
He was like,
I
can't like him no more.
Now I can't even like everybody was like, listen, well at least all the men was like, hey, we gotta roll with Brother Qua on this one because Zay, he that dude. But if Qua say he ain't cool,
Blaze was like,
he ain't cool. He like, I would hate to have my favorite rapper on the shirt.
yeah. Yeah. I said Blaze. Like, then Capri like, hey. I'm just saying. Baby, hold on, y'all. There was one point that was at this outing. What were they at? That was at something. I think it was what you call them get together. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm trying to find it. I remember the cookout. I remember the concert.
Starting them stuff.
Oh, the Van Ducci Crown Boy
cookout. There we go. I was trying to black out, my bad. But when they was there, where was it going? Oh, and Zay walked up to her Blur. Kwame said, you know she married to my brother, right? She said, no, not.
Big Qua said, hey, that sister-in-law, we don't like you. Mm-hmm. And even if you my favorite rapper, you end up on the shirt, R.I.P. That's what he said.
That's what Kwame said. Yeah. He stood to go down behind Quasim, like Big Sim all the way. Everybody was rooting for Sim and Blur, man. Everybody.
And the fact that everybody knew that they couldn't even talk to Blur to even get that, they were like, yeah, you with Quasim. She was like, no, I'm not. They was like, yeah, y'all together. Damn. Y'all are unofficially official.
Yes. That was not trying to hurt.
Listen, but when Qua finally stepped up and said, I'm about to make it a problem.
My boy said, you could date, because she told him, just let me go, Sim. Just let me go. Quasim, let me go. Girl, let yourself go, first of all. Girl. But that's what she told Sim. Sim said, we ain't got no problem until I make it a problem. I said, oh.
And I whoop. All right, now we got to talk about more serious things.
Okay.
Mr. Tukey, Tyshawn Dookie.
Crackhead.
The crackhead. Junkie. Heroin addict.
Chrome Viper.
P-U-S-S-Y. As the words Lil Ryder said in the car.
Come back, Lil Ryder.
Let's put a pin in Tyshawn. Jahquel. I know Ryder gonna take over the IG.
Got to.
She's gonna be the first woman that has led the IG.
Got to.
Baby, Lil Ryder already third breed.
Yeah, the way she being written.
Baby, Lil Ryder, and the fact that she already running Lil Boy, she already running Elijah and CJ.
Yeah, she got them on lock.
So she gonna be able to run the IG. Yeah, we waiting on it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but
now jump the time.
But Tyshawn,
Tukey
Dookie. Let me tell you something. What they say? Count your effing days.
Count them up.
The fact that this woman was pregnant with your baby,
and you kicked her down the
and she chose herself, and you got mad and said you weren't acting crazy till you got pregnant with this baby. So maybe if you ain't pregnant no more.
Junkie behavior, man.
And push this woman down the stairs.
And made her basically killed
you killed it. That's murder.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, that's unaliving.
Yeah,
you gotta say certain things on too.
Yeah.
You unalived your child. This was your child.
Yeah.
I'm like, but when I read that, I was in the bed. I said, oh.
Yeah, my heart dropped. I felt bad for Blair, man. Because
and now, again, this is peeling back Blair's layers. Mm-hmm. Now we understand why she's into women being healthy while they're pregnant, why she's a doula, why she's so invested. It's making sense now. Because I'm like, how did she get it? Because she did. Yeah, Blair did finish college. She dropped out. So for her to go into this makes so much sense.
But you know what's so funny? Because I never questioned why she was a doula, although I knew. I mean, not even just a doula, like she had the Lamaze class and set up. I never questioned it, and although knowing that she finished college, that's how good Jahquel was writing. Yeah. You so locked in. So
well, I questioned it because I was like, you went to school with Capri, Brandy, and Zoya. Y'all was like a foursome. Mm-hmm. And all them finished school, and you didn't. Now you delivering babies. But I have ADHD and autism, so my brain work a little different.
Which is crazy because at first she was just doing like the Lamaze classes and helping them through the process, and then she became a doula in the process. But
yeah, so I was just like,
it made sense.
I was like, how does this tie in? Because outside of Brandy, none of her other friends had babies then.
Yeah,
Capri had a baby. Yeah, on the back end. So it's just like, how did you get involved in this type of work and to know that it's like now I see why you are providing the level of care and love to this woman because you never got a chance to experience that all the way.
Yep.
And it was such a sad thing. And then the fact that she married him after this.
Yeah.
Like, this goes to show you this how locked in she was with her abuser, because it's like, where else am I gonna go? Yeah, he killed, because he unalived my baby, but
because they ingrained that in you. Nobody else wants you.
Nobody else wants you.
Ain't nobody gonna be there for you.
Who won't be there for you? And then you gotta think about Brandy that went on with her life, Zoya went on with her life, Capri went on with her life, you a college dropout. What you got?
Jessie. We forgot about
Jessie.
Jessie.
Forgot about Jessie. She up out of there.
Gone.
When she little stabby.
Okay, Michael Myers.
There you go, Michael Myers. But it's like you got all this working against you, and I hate for people who haven't experienced some form of abuse. Like, why she didn't leave? But it's so much more.
Psychological.
Like, baby, I learned a lot. If you got somebody in mind, you got it forever.
I was just going to say, I take a lot of behavioral health classes, and the running through her current theme was, when it comes down to a lot of crimes and things like that, you wonder why you watch shows, and you wonder, why would they even do that? Or even real life, when you see, like, the woman did this, it's because once somebody gets your mind, that's all they need.
That's it. Once
be careful who you allow in your
mental. Once they have captivated your mental space, and that's what it was for her and Tyshawn's relationship. And let me just talk about how an interweb that is just so cringe to me. And Jahquel has written it to where people, like, they read it, but they like the fact that Tyshawn was with Brandy. Brandy was with Carmier, but he was also with Blair.
But also Quamir's best friend at one point.
And he was Quamir's best friend. Not to mention Quamir, although he only tasted Capri.
You tasted Capri.
That's why she hit sugar to this day. To this day, she sugar mama.
The interlinking.
It's just like, this was a whole lot of
DNA
being swapped.
Brandy is Quamir's baby mama.
And Brandy is Quamir's baby mama.
And she at one point thought Tookie was the dad.
And explains why. And you got to read Capri series to explain why she killed Quamir's child away from him, because she didn't even think he was the child, the father of the child. So it's just like the inner workings of that circle alone. And then Capri had her own with Naeem and Kincaid. It's like, baby, it's just too much DNA being swapped.
Lots of DNA.
But Tasha, like, they didn't get a lot into Tookie except when he put up on that block, put his hand on Blur's face.
Ooh, yes, they was at the IG block party.
Yeah, for the kids. For the kids. And they
always said that was off limits for any type of activity. And the Chrome Vipers pulled up. Tyshawn wanted to make a statement and make it known. He pulled up on Blur. But what Big Sim saw across that street? Get my kids out of here.
And the fact that little Ryder was scared.
Yeah, Ryder's like, no. She told little Eli. It's Eli. I said Eli. She told little Eli, don't worry about it. My mama, Sugar Mama and my daddy got guns, so it's okay. They gonna protect us. Oh, I'm sorry. Pew-pews.
And she was like, just do what they say and let's just hide.
Yeah.
Like, Ryder already knew, like, I got my sugar mama, I got my daddy out here, my uncle out here, all my uncles out here. Like, Elijah, we good. Yeah. I know we going home after this.
But Ryder wasn't tripping at all. Eli, he nervous because,
yeah, he done already seen so much. And he like, oh, Lord, they got me.
He like, is they okay? Everything all right? Yeah. And Ryder like, no, it's straight.
Yeah.
That's how I know Ryder gonna leave the IG.
And let's talk about how Eli had to let incident to where, in the bed with, if she just, the way she handled that,
so as we're talking
so emotionally
Ryder,
intelligent.
So, y'all, well, you don't know. If you have not read this series, but for those of you, we know that the Delgatos and now the Infernos, they own a bunch of lake houses up in Lenox Hills that they go to in the summertime. So, there was one point in the book where Eli's mother, Thea, crackhead Thea, junkie behavior Thea, can't stand Thea. Tell me she finna take
her mad on her head, Thea.
Tell me she finna take Eli
to her uncle in Phoenix. I think she was gonna stay there, little boy.
She stay there, baby.
She got to send him into a world of X work.
Mm-hmm. And so, Sim was like, no, let me keep it for the summer. She's like, no, I'm going to rehab. And he said, let me have him. She like, okay. So, Sim, they go up to, so he's putting Eli in a position to be able to experience better.
Right.
So, they up at the lake house. Throughout the book, he has had incidents where he wet the bed. And it's a lot. I can't wait to see the layers peel back on Eli because I know there's something deeper to why he wets the bed rather than just he don't want to get up in the house because his mama got all them people. I think there is something traumatic happened to that baby. The reason why. But anyways, to wrap that on up, they was up at the lake house, and
girl, Eli had a little with the bed situation and was scared to say something. And Ryder just came in and was like, listen, I got you. We just gonna wash the sheets. We're gonna get you some clothes. You just shower. And Quasim is listening to all this, and he's just like, man, my niece is just.
You're already raising a great human being.
Like she's raising him. They're raising her to be just like this poised, understanding, emotionally intelligent young lady. Because you know, kids tease each other. They're like, oh my God, you went to that. Ugh. But the fact she was just like, no, I got you. We gonna, it's okay. It's okay. We're just gonna say it's this, and you're gonna say
we can take it to Cam, and she'll help us out.
Right, and that's it. And I was just like, that was such a beautiful moment between kids.
Yes.
And it's just like, man, you love to see it because you so used to kids being picked on and teased and bullied. Like she's like, no, Uncle Quasim will bring you around. You gotta be family, and we gonna rock out till the clock out. So. Give me your stuff. We're going to get you situation, and is it on there? I'm going to tell you a part that broke my heart in the book, though. Every time Quasim was away from Eli, how he was just like, you promise you coming back?
Oh,
you promise?
I cried.
And I was just like, and he had to, like, really, like, calm him down, like, I promise you, I'm coming back for you. He's like, you sure, Sam? I'm going to be good. I'm going to be a good man. And it's just like, what has this baby been through?
But you know, this Sam always told him, I've always told you, no matter where I'm at, I'm coming back for you.
I'm always going to come back for you. And it's just like, no matter, like, he even go to the store, and he would get on the phone, and like,
Sam, you coming back?
Sam, you coming back for me? You promise? And it's like, he always, and I was just like, oh my God. And again, this is just showing the layers of Quasim. Like, he be hard with everybody else, cuss everybody else out. And okay, one last thing I want to talk about before we get into the question.
Okay.
I want to talk about how she's bringing Carter Cromwell.
Okay.
And Maurice Muhammad into the story. Now, you have to read A Staten Island Love Story to understand what Q means.
Now,
right?
I haven't read it, so I'm a little...
And if you know how Mo get down, you know how Mo gets down, baby. Because Mo is a for hire pium pium. Carter got in on it. And now Quasim part, I'm just like, oh my God. I'm so glad. Like when Capri ended, I said, I was being I said, I keep hearing about this Vanducci Cromwell. Like, I got to know the backstory. Like, Star here racing, she having a baby. I got to, and now I have read Star Vanducci's story. If you have not read A Staten Island Love Story 1 through 3, baby, please go do it. Because it ties in beautifully to this story. Yep. But to know what Q mean and you linked up with Carter and Mo,
you be busy,
baby, let me tell you something. Like, again, and these are just the layers of Quasim that's just being pulled back and pulled back. And the fact that Blur thought she was going to be up on the drill with Capri, they're going to stake out on this man. This man is handling contract business. He is not treating on you.
He got what was it, a text message?
Yeah, from Q.
Looking at his phone. And she was like, I don't know what woman that is. She recruited Capri.
Baby, and let me tell you something. Capri down for whatever Delgato. Was like, I know, first of all, big up to Big Free, because Big Bird like, I know my real life is cheating on you. But to ease your mind, sis.
And that's your friend.
And that's your friend. I'm going to go with you.
Let's go.
As my baby godmama, I'm going to make sure you good.
Let's ride.
Baby, the fact that Qua had already seen them come up the block, baby. They couldn't even creep right. And Capri is, but she a beast in her own right. So Capri did the things that needed to be done so they can go unseen. But Qua thought they was like, what are y'all at? Yeah. I'm doing
mess out of Blur.
I'm out here handling business. Not business.
Now I can't even get y'all out of here on time.
Cause y'all
sit still. Don't do nothing.
And then Quamir with them. Meerkat with him. Blaze with him.
He pulled out with it, bro, and then at the end he grabbed his wife. Let's go.
Let's ride. Because see, you done effed up the thing. You done messed up the function.
Let's go to church's money.
Girl.
Okay. Before we get into the question, last thing for real. So how it ended. What's your theory? Because I'm going to tell you my theory.
My theory is, they said she explained a woman with blonde hair, and I remember in the beginning of the book, he said Thea's hair was matched to her head blonde. Boom! I'm thinking that, because we know Tuki is a junkie, a functioning junkie. Somehow, him and Thea done cross paths, and they got the topic while high. He done promised her a little ends, a little skrilla, and got her high, her mind, and had her throw that marble towel in the house.
Here's the thing, though. How did he even know that she knows Sam? I think because they were in the same junkie. So
That's what I said. They've been
but
talking.
what I'm thinking is she probably mentioned about her kid and Sim and all that. And he's like, oh.
And he
his
knows she
ears
likes
are
to
perked
get,
up.
and he knows she likes to get high. And
But-
was like, and they probably got her high out of her mind.
Yep.
And was like, go do this, da 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 da. You want your son to eat? Baby, let me tell you something. If you've never dealt with somebody who has an abusive or addictive behavior, you will be surprised at some of the things they will do to get their next fix. Even if it means harming themselves or the people they love most.
They will do it.
They will do it. So it's not. I know for a fact that if it's her, motherly instincts was not there.
And what's
it was
scary is that Blair made sure y'all what was so not disheartening, but what warmed my heart, but so scared was that when Blair saw the house coming on fire, was things been thrown in the window and the house was set on fire. She ran to make sure she saw Eli have wet himself. She was like, come on, hurry up, baby. And she ran to get stuff out of Harley's room and shove it out the window so she can make sure some of Harley's things would
survive the fire.
For Sim.
And
she got Eli out the window and told him, go run and get help. And she was trying to get out, but she couldn't.
She passed out.
And so as the book was closing, when they described the woman, my thought is that Eli is going to see that it's his mama. And then I'm scared that she going to take Eli out.
Yeah, she gonna snatch him up. Stop. And then she called Sim because I knew something was going to happen because usually like before they trade off, Havoc is already there.
Yep.
And Havoc is a character. And usually Havoc is already in place. But the fact that he was like, I'm just going to Havoc going to be there to watch y'all. And it's like, I knew then, I said, this finna go bad because Havoc also supposed to be in place. Kincaid usually be across the street.
Always somebody in place.
But the fact that he left and didn't have the protection on the house already, it's like, bro.
So when I put a button, I'm so anticipating part 2. I honestly don't think it'll be a part 2 to probably like late February. Maybe.
Let me say this too. It wasn't no pew-pews on the highway. No. And they said in the book, like, we gotta calm down. Because y'all gotta remember, in Capone and Captain and Capri, baby, they stayed having a pew-pew on the highway. Yeah. Like, they stayed with some biker boys. They like...
And pre the DA now.
Yeah, and pre the DA now. So it's like, they trying to get her a break. Devin in place, Big 40 in place. Like, everybody got things to do on the legal side. Right? Yeah. Oh, we like, our boy Goon, he locked down.
I didn't want to talk about my baby because I can't wait till my baby.
Oh, and let me say this. She keeps sprinkling my man, Mr. Menace Caselli throughout the book. And let me say this. She introduced Stevie and a conversation she had with Skylar. And as a person who's also neurodivergent that has ADHD, Steve got ADHD and Menace got OCD. Yep. Baby, that's gonna be a match made in pure hell and heaven. Because I'm trying to figure out how this gonna work. He got a compulsion disorder, and baby, she can't remember nothing. Baby, you somebody being at each other's throats.
What? Doesn't matter. Y'all, so we know we got y'all a lot, right? Yes. We're gonna read out some of the discussion questions. We're probably gonna do like 3 or 4 of them so we can keep this at a decent time ranking. Right. But whatever y'all do, if you have not read Quasim by Jahquel J, we're gonna put the link in our bio in the description box. So make sure you go, click it, buy it on Amazon. I don't know if she's when she's gonna do physical copies because the people been peopling, child.
Can we just say this again?
No.
We need y'all to understand what a pre-order is.
What a pre-order is, also understanding that a lot of these authors, y'all,
they're by themselves.
They're by themselves.
They are one woman, one man show.
Give them grace. Please. Give them time. Please. Y'all say none of Gucci, Louis Vuitton, and none
Nike, none. If Louis V say, hey, you ordered this purse and it ain't gonna be ready for 7 or 8 weeks, you will literally be bragging on the internet and say, oh, I ordered this purse, it was exclusive, I gotta wait 7 or 8 weeks, but the wait is gonna be worth it. Give these authors the same grace, please. You would give these major corporations. Okay? Because Jahquel literally said it's her husband, and sometimes her daughter helps. That's it. All right.
So where we going? Let's see.
So we're going to talk about these discussion questions that she got at the back of the book.
Yes. There's 20 of them.
But we ain't going to answer all of them.
We're going to pick about 3.
Yeah, I'll pick about 3.
Okay. You want to go first?
I will say, let me start with, do you think Quasim should adopt Elijah? That's question 7.
Yes.
Yes.
I know.
And I'm going to tell you why. Because he has experienced losing a child. Blair has experienced losing a child. And not saying he's going to replace that, but it's like both of them have a longing for a family.
And they have the love to give.
And they have the love to, and Elijah needs that structure. He needs a strong man like Quasim, but he needs the love and care and tenderness of a woman like Blair. Mm-hmm. So I definitely think that they should adopt Elijah together. Yes. Like, I don't think it needs to be just Quasim put his name on them adoption papers. I think that they need to be a union and come in, and he needs to be Elijah Inferno.
That's it.
That's it.
All right. So, next question. Well, this one we had already answered, so I skipped that one. But the question was, who do you think is responsible for Sim's house? We already told you how we feel about that. Question 2. What are your thoughts on Mina and Quentin's accident? And just for y'all who don't know, Mina and Quentin is Quamir and Quasim's mother and father. I personally think that incident was linked to the Crown Vipers. The brakes not working on Quentin's car that's not. Now, what the outcome of what it led to them finding out that Mina had a tumor all this time and it wasn't Alzheimer's was dope. Yeah. But do I think that car was tampered with? Absolutely.
And I would say this, even when we in Capri, I have been telling, I said, that woman ain't got Alzheimer's.
You did say that.
I said she too young.
I thought somebody did something to her.
I said somebody did mess with Mina or something, but the fact that it's a tumor on her brain, it's like, okay. All right, next question. Do you think Berkeley, a.k.a. Barky, is going to be a... Now, Berkeley is a character in the book that she went to school with Quasim. She was a few years younger than him. Crushed on him. They linked a few times after Cherie had, got on the live. Mm-hmm. And Quaja is looking at it like, it's a quick 1-2, bang, bang, bang. But Miss Berkeley, like, baby, you done changed my life. And you done rearranged my guts.
Getting them up style, baby.
I need you to be my man.
She gonna be a problem.
I think she's going, and then she's a journalist, she's a journalist, right? Yeah. I don't think she's going to go away quietly because she's experienced that man. And once you experience a Delgato or Inferno God, it is life changing.
I don't even gotta go that deep. The fact is, she gonna be a problem because she want him.
Oh,
she been after him
since high school.
Since high school, and the fact that he seems to be coming around more. She want him. That's it. All right. Next up, this the one that did me. This thing did me bad, child. What are your thoughts on Quasim and Mir's moment in his bathroom, and the significance to Sim's favorite song? So there was a moment in the book where Sim had lost his girlfriend Cherie to the gun violence, and his baby girl Harley was going through cancer. Basically, Harley was tired, and they had left. It got to the point where Harley didn't want to eat her favorite meal anymore, and Sim could tell that she was just on the decline. They had already told him that they had given her a certain amount of time to live. But, he, being a father, he trying everything possible to keep his child alive. And once he realized she wasn't, he basically didn't want to not only lose his girl, he didn't want to watch his child die. So he was going to unalive himself before his child. And he wanted to leave his child and the things she needed to Mir. And I can't remember, did he call Mir over to the house?
No,
Mir just showed up, right? So Mir showed up and found Quasim in the bathroom with a pew-pew in his hand to his head. And Mir just quietly lost it because that's his big brother, that's his protector, that's his friend, that's his homie, it's a leader. They've had their differences, which they talked about in the book, but to see that, and so there's this song that Sim used to love. It's a Donnell Jones song. Sim loved for Mir to sing him because Mir could sing. Yeah. Mir just started to sing it because that's all he know to do. Yeah. And Lil Harley got up. She was so weak, but I think that's what between Mir singing and Harley getting up, searching for her daddy,
it brought Sim back.
I think that's the only thing that stopped him. Mm-hmm. I think if Mir hadn't showed up, it was over.
Yeah. All right, last question. Why do you think Goon needs Quasim to come and see him in the prison? I'm trying to figure it out. So if you read Capadonna, when you in prison, it's a lot of conversations you can't have over the phone. You have to have them face to face. And anybody who's lived their life know that certain things can't be said. Goon made a call home like, hey, when you get time, matter of fact, like yesterday, you need to come see me. I got something to tell you. I'm trying to figure out, because this is lost for me too. What is it does Mr. F you mean?
Babe, I need you, babe.
What do Mr. Goon, aka Gerald
Race, baby.
Gerald Race, aka Mr. F you mean? What you got to tell Big Quasim that can't be said over the phone? Oh, okay, what's up the year?
My theory is twofold. All that talking Tookie Dookie did before he left prison.
Mm-hmm.
He said some things and he left some plans in motion thinking he was gonna be straight.
Mm-hmm.
Going to call him a vet. And then two, somehow I feel like the little dude sequel that Zoya's seeing. Cause you remember Menace and Goon mentioned, I know who he's seeing. I think he wrapped up in it some kind of way.
I would say that, and I feel like it's some more information about Rich.
Ooh.
I think he got some info to see him about Rich, and it's something about Rich's wife, who's this older Latina woman.
Yeah.
Who's
She was a detective from Aaron's parents' death.
Right.
Sure was.
It's something going on.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like all this gonna tie into that. It's something going on with Rich, Tookie, some jail talk, and then detective. Cause remember when they sprayed up Rich funeral, she got on the news and like, who would do something like this?
And she didn't cry.
And she didn't cry nothing. So, and we know from how Jahquel has written her that she's a much older woman. And even Cherie told, like, you need to be with her because that's the woman that loves you. Yeah.
Yup.
I feel like that's what that is.
Ooh.
So,
you think we can take our one out?
Come on, friend. We gotta wrap this up.
We ain't got to do nothing. Okay.
We will.
Okay.
All right, y'all. This is our wrap up of Quasim by Jahquel J. Make sure y'all rate, comment, like, and subscribe this video. We're gonna bring y'all this in-depth analysis. Our next read after this is Super Gremlin. It's by Mercy B. We're gonna read that. We're gonna bring you another video, and then after that, we got 10,000 hours for the Rich Menace, Mr. Menace Caselli. Yes, God. So make sure y'all stay in, y'all stay tapped in, y'all stay locked in to the YouTube video, to the link. We're gonna put it in the bio, and baby, let us know if y'all think we on point with what we're saying.
Follow us on our socials.
Yes, follow us. Our page together is Refined and Ratchet on Instagram and TikTok. My personal one for all my book content is Plot Twist Charlie, and Charlie is spelled CHARLEE. And she is Next Chapter Niche. Niche is NISH. Next Chapter Niche. So follow us on all, we can say 6 platforms, because we got 2 pages of Follow us on all those.
Just follow us.
Just follow us.
It don't matter.
But make sure you follow the YouTube. This is important for the in-depth analysis is Refined and Rich. And we'll link all that in the bio and all that good
Yeah, because he's going on YouTube.
Oh. Well, y'all know what we're saying. Whatever. But this was fun.
Got a little lengthy, but we be having so much to talk about with these books, baby. So get with the program. It's, probably every video will be like 30 to 45 minutes, y'all, because we got like to talk.
But to get monetized, we got to do an hour on YouTube, right?
No.
Oh.
Well, you just want long form content.
Okay. Well, this is it, and we hope y'all enjoyed. This was fun. We still didn't get to we can talk about the Delgatos.
So much more.
And we didn't mention Havoc, your sins, or it's so much.
We didn't even scratch the surface.
We didn't scratch the surface, but this was enough because we know readers don't read, and y'all's experience are this short.
Yes.
And plus I'm hungry, so we gotta go. Thanks again for joining R&R, aka Refined and Ratchet, and we'll be back with Super Girl by Mercy.
Hey. Until next time, baby.